Hey guys, Cal here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be, of course, more farming. I've been playing a lot more recently. That's why we have our king down as well as our yak. So we're just going to be doing some farming or pushing actually. We have a 2x star bonus, I guess. But we're mostly going to be just sniping town halls and just taking loot when it's like this free on the outside. Um, or very easy to get. We're not going to be trying to get too much loot, mostly just pushing up here to get better bases as we are Town Hall 15, and I've noticed we haven't been hitting the Town Hall 14s, but a lot more of the bases I find are not Town Hall 15. I would like them to be more consistently Town Hall 15, so I think I'm just going to go a little bit higher in trophies here, and in doing so, we're going to get some loot from random bases, of course. So just like that, we got a quick snipe, only 26 goblins taken, 1 star, and a lot of loot. I do think that sneaky goblins, if you're a first-time viewer, are one of the best at both farming and pushing. Of course, if you're a 3-star master, definitely use your 3-star attack strategy. But if you are not a 3-star master, this is a very simple and easy way to learn, or just to get that loot and also get that trophy gain. So here we're not finding anything too crazy. We're finding this. We can snipe it out. Not too much funneling needing to be done. Ooh, no. Okay, we're gonna make it. Boom. Here we probably should have used a jump spell, just because a jump spell will get us straight into that town hall. But we're going to try saving our jump spells. Saving the jump spells is nice when you're going for... Oops, I'm going to mess that one up. Saving jump spells is good when you're going for specifically town hall snipes, just because we're going to be using a jump pretty much every single raid, unless the base is... unless the base, of course, has that town hall very close to the outside where we don't need jumps, but we'll see a lot of bases similar to this where it's a 1 jump layer, and with that 1 jump layer we can easily use a jump. But if we use a jump every single time, of course, it won't be... we'll run out of jumps. Where are we going? Okay, we're going the complete wrong direction here. I just woke up, so we might be messing up a little bit, but it's always fun to mess up a little bit, because then we get to see, you get to see how much loot we got even when we were messing up a lot, and that'll prove that you can also mess up a lot and have a good amount of success here with this attack strategy. And I'm just dropping an invisibility spell right there. I don't know why I was on the invisibility spell. I should have been on sneaky goblins, because that was the last thing I pressed, but I guess things are sneaking past us. We still got a 6k raid though. Used a lot more goblins than I would have liked to, a lot more spells, but it is what it is. Here we have a nice easy town hall on the outside here, so we're just going to break that open and go into it. Unfortunately, I did waste a lot of my hero HP, so now I can't be as liberal with them. I can't just throw them anywhere I want. So I'm just going to use my queen here to snipe out this dark elixir that's free right here, and then we'll go and head out. Got a nice 1,600. Of course, we aren't looking... when we're doing the strategy, we're not looking for huge numbers when it comes to individual attacks. We're just trying to accumulate a lot of loot via multiple attacks. If you have 5 raids that are 2k each, that is going to be 10k, of course, and that'll be equal to, if not more than, 2 5k raids. That might be a little bit more difficult. So here we are farming, so we're going to hit this one. We're not going to get the trophies, because it's going to take us a lot of time, or not time, it's going to take us a lot of troops to get in there. And I'd rather just spend a few goblins here, just like that, and then leaving, taking the loss, but we got 1 million of each loot and 8,000 of dark elixir, and now I have enough to go in and do another raid. And that, what we've gotten so far, is more than what most people get in their 2 raids if you're only doing 2 attacks per farming session. So I hope that kind of proves something. I know we got really lucky, but the fact that we're still capable of going after something like that, a lot of raids might use all their troops to get all that loot there when it's really not necessary. And especially if you're using a 3-star strategy, if you fail your 3-star strategy, you of course could be missing out on loot that you could have gotten much easier. So here, if we were doing primarily dark elixir farming, I would hit that one just for the collectors. But because we're trying to push a little bit, at least not, we're not trying super hard to push, or else we would have, of course, not take any losses. But we're casual enough pushing that we're fine losing a few trophies, but we still want to go for mostly these town hall snipes to get higher up, because also, especially if you're using sneaky goblins, you can hit any base. Even at town hall 11 you can probably hit a town hall 15. Oh no, are we not going to do that? Just barely. The healing builder guys, of course, a pain for sneaky goblins, because it makes it so that you have to use a little bit more than you might like or would have liked to sometimes with the sneaky goblins. But we're just going to snipe out that dark elixir, and I kind of went on a tangent there, but the higher you go up, especially at lower town halls, when you can go and push really high up as a town hall 11 with this strategy, you can eventually get to a trophy range where people are not protecting their loot because they're protecting their trophies, having really good bases for trophies. And thus you'll have bases like this where you have that dark elixir on the outside and you can just snipe that out. And of course, if you want other loot, usually the other collectors could also be close to the outside. But if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you do know that we primarily focus on dark elixir, as it's the hardest and most important resource to farm, and you'll be getting a lot of gold and elixir just by playing the game, whereas playing the game usually doesn't yield to high dark elixir costs or dark elixir gains. Usually you have to go out of your way to get a good amount of dark elixir. So here we're going to go like that. I'm going to utilize my heroes once again, and you should also utilize your heroes when farming, because here, because we used our heroes, we didn't spend more goblins than we needed to, and because we didn't spend more goblins than we needed to, we're able to go on these longer raids, as every raid will only cost us at most 30 goblins. So if you can save like 15 goblins by using your heroes, and if you save 15 man, it's too early in the morning. If you save 15 goblins per raid using your heroes, that means if every raid costs you about 30 goblins, right? Every 2 raids you do, you're gaining another one, because 15 times 2 is 30. So if you save 30 goblins, that's another raid that you can do. So just understanding when you can be as efficient as possible with using your troops. Like right here, I'm using the warden to make it so that those few goblins I used will take out that town hall, and that, through using the warden, saves me more goblins, but it also saves me an invisibility spell. So it's the little saves like that when you use so little per raid that will really add up, and what you're adding up to is a lot more loot. Here, because we saved up and we're capable of looking at more bases, we're going to get an easy storage right here, and then we get an easy town hall right here. I'm going to drop a lot here so that they'll destroy this town hall and hopefully be able to go and get that dark elixir storage afterwards. Boom. And with 13 we get 3k, a trophy, or we get trophies, bonus loot because of the win, and we already finished our star bonus last raid, which means we already got 5 stars, which is pretty, I don't want to say it's simple to do in one sitting, because of course depending on where you are in town halls, or depending on where you are in trophies in your town hall and what type of bases you're seeing, getting the 5-star in one sitting could be quite difficult, especially if you're town hall 11 pushed up really high where it's really difficult to get trophies, and maybe you're using like strategies that are known pushing strategies like Barch or Dragons. Those ones require you to use your whole army camp, but in various places all over the base to get that 50% or that 1-star. And here we're doing it with just a few goblins that are invisible, right? That don't care what level your defenses are and don't care what town hall you are. So this makes it so that no matter what town hall you are, as long as you're town hall 11, because that's when you unlock the sneaky goblins, you will be able to replicate this attack strategy. And that's why I don't like to specify the town hall level in my videos. I do because I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, farming strategy, any town hall, and with town hall 15, and it discourages, oh, I messed that one up really bad. And it discourages other people from trying it because they think that they can't, as they're a lower town hall than me. But this works at all town halls, town hall 11 and up. And I have made videos on that in the past, so if you look at my past videos, if you really want to see how it's done at town hall 11, you'll notice that it is the same as what I'm doing here at town hall 15. And through watching these town hall 15 videos, you can of course replicate it at 11, 12, 13, 14. And it will be successful the whole way through. Nothing will be too different. The only difference, of course, is the amount of sneaky goblins you use per building. As the higher up you go, let's say town hall 15 buildings with a town hall 11, you're going to need more sneaky goblins per building, but that's fine as you're not using too many anyways. And of course you'll get less attacks in because you have a smaller army camp space. But even though you have a smaller, that doesn't change the attacks because we're not using our full army camp per attack. You're going to be able to use 7 goblins and 1 wall breaker just like that, no matter what town hall you are. So definitely, if you aren't town hall 15, which I assume most people who watch this video are, let me know if you're not down in the comments. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments what town hall you are, and that'll let me gauge, I guess, what my audience is. I'm going to continue to make this content, but it'd be nice to know if these videos are reaching lower town halls or if it's just town hall 15s. Here, this one's going to be a little bit annoying to get into, so I'm just going to drop it and take that 6k. It is 13 minutes here, and we went up in trophies. Nice, we're champion 1 now, which is great. Definitely going to find better town halls or better bases with better loot. And yeah, we're going to cut it there. Even though we could even go for one more raid here, we have plenty of troops and heroes. It is getting a bit long. So this just shows you can just farm and get a ton of loot. So let's just do a little calculation here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 attacks, which is a lot of attacks. What is that? 6 times the amount of attacks as a normal person who just does their 2 attacks. And look at how much dark elixir we got. We got 12, 13, 21, 26, 32, 30, 32, 33, 36, We won't count these. We'll count all this as 37 and 43. So 43,000 Dark Elixir, one sitting. That's not even counting the other loot we got here. But definitely very strong strategy. If you have any questions on any lower town halls, let me know and I'll answer them. And if there's enough, maybe I'll do another video. But of course, it's hard enough to get these Town Hall 15 videos, and that's why we're not getting the lower town halls, even though I do have them and would love to give you all those attack strategies. It's really the same. I tell you, it's the same no matter what town hall you're at. But of course, if it's needed, I can do a video maybe once a month on those lower town halls. It's just not very good for me right now with my schedule. And if I'm going to be putting out content, it's going to be on the Town Hall 15. So hope you all did enjoy the video. Hope you learned something, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.